So when you get a website, you just can't just have a website. You have to have something that entices people, because when people get on your website, they stay on there for less than 3 seconds.
What platforms do you all use for your business?
So it's mainly Instagram, Facebook, and for Region Design Lab, I use LinkedIn. For Cover Me Chic, I do have a YouTube channel. So those are my only platforms.
I am on social media for my business: Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. I do have a YouTube page. I literally have only posted these podcasts. I'm also on TikTok, but I heavily use LinkedIn for my. I do have a website.
How do you find your website to be important for your business?
I actually have on my website a few types of examples of work in the creative fields. I mean, we're very visual. People want to see some of the work that you've done. Your website is a great place to place your portfolio. So your website, absolutely, especially in today's age.
Yeah, and for me, I am retail and product based, so of course I have a website. I think it's pretty good. I've had my hint hint wink wink website developer here take a look at it. She's giving me some pointers.
Well, because I build websites, I know a lot of the statistics behind it. Before the pandemic, less than 50% of small business owners had a website, which is crazy. But then people got websites and it's just like a holding page. It doesn't sell anything. The website is very important. I always say you have to have your own platform, because God forbid, something happens on an Instagram or Facebook and they close your account. Where does your business go? And the importance of having a website is getting like people's email addresses so you can communicate with your customers. So when you get a website, you just can't just have a website. You have to have something that entices people, because when people get on your website, they stay on there for less than 3 seconds. If it doesn't interest them. If you want to go deeper with that, I mean, you can definitely contact me. I work with mostly like solopreneurs and small businesses to develop their websites and a lot of the back end stuff. But having a website is very important, and I have a website for all of my business.
What is the most important thing you think small business should have on their homepage?
The top 3 things. First, you have to entice them to stay. So your headline on your website has to be very distinct, very clear, and basically explains what you do in a sentence. Or it's not even a sentence, it's a couple of words. You can't do like something catchy or something like clever or something. No, I help businesses grow online. Very simple. I, create websites to, make people buy. Very simple. Of course, I'm just coming off this at the top of my head, but you have to say something to make people say, okay, this is where I am. So when people usually look at website, they look at it in a Z format. So your logo's usually in the left-hand side. The right is usually like a call to action. And then the middle is your headline. So that's the 3 things you need on the top of your page. That's like the minimum.
I worked on my website, redoing it for me, and it's great.
Look her up. She's your girl. How do we use social media, our websites? Can we use them better?
I think the purpose of social media is basically to gain traction, to gain attention. Ultimately, if you're a business, is to sell your product or service. You have to basically hone in on your target customer. Like if you are dealing with a young customer, of course, they're on TikTok. If you're dealing with an older customer, Facebook. But also you want them to engage with you. You want them to come back to your website. That's the whole thing. And then when you get them back to your website, you can have a call to action. What is a call to action is basically you want them to do something. Enter their email for a free download or enter their email for a discount. And for that exchange, getting their email, then you can keep in contact with them. And that's the purpose of social media, to gain people's trust.
Anybody write a newsletter?
Yes, that's the purpose of getting people's email address. So you have a newsletter and you basically tell them stuff that they might be interested in, hopefully. You're not just sending them garbage, because they'll of course unsubscribe. If you have like the retail, that's when you send coupons out and let people know when you're having sales. Keep your business top of mind to people, because people have their lives, they forget. I mean, some people say, okay, send it out like twice a week or 3 times a week. I mean, personally, I would just send it out maybe once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks, depends on your business model and who your customer is. But once a week usually is for at least for service-based business. For retail businesses, people send more times, because if it's like a coupon or a sale or something like that, if you really want to get people's attention, definitely depends on your business.
For me, I hire intern. If you are a social media intern, please reach out.
No, that's just a whole nother business in itself, because a lot of creatives, they don't have a lot of time to do the social media thing, to do the marketing thing. So if that is something that you really do, you should reach out to a lot of creatives and you probably get, that's a very lucrative business.
If you have questions for us, if you want to appear with us live, email, DM, leave us a message in the comments. I am Naima of Fearless Threads, along with
Letitia Winston of Keeping You in Stitches, and
Zahia from Region Design Lab. See you next time.